All right. What brings you to Brazil?
So it's a long story, but I was invited to a big conference a year ago, and somebody published a hit piece on me that caused a controversy, and the controversy resulted in the organizers of the conference being unable to guarantee my safety, and so they withdrew the invitation with great regret. But what they did. Some of our friends down there were dismayed about this. I gave them a rain check. I said, I'll come down to Brazil sometime. And this is that.
This is that.
Yes.
Wonderful. Pastor Wilson, welcome to Brazil.
Well, good to be here. Thanks.
We should today light such a candle
Porque hoje nós acendemos essa pequena vela
as I trust by God's grace
e eu confio que pela graça de Deus
shall never be put out.
ela nunca se apagará.
Now think about this for a minute. They're about to be burned at the stake.
Agora pense nisso por um momento. Eles estavam ali prestes a serem queimados na fogueira.
And one of them says to the other,
E deles disse ao outro:
we've got them now.
olha só, nós conseguimos pegar eles.
They can't get away now.
Agora eles não conseguem escapar da gente.
Where does that kind of faith come from?
De onde vem esse tipo de fé?
Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God.
All right, so Pastor Wilson, head to the airport now, starting with day one. How was it seeing a classical Christian school here, one of the very few ones, Trinitas?
Yes, visiting, I believe Trinitas was the first classical Christian school in Brazil, and I have to say it was very impressive. A very different situation than a North American school would be in an urban area. 3 stories, all the kids are inside, basketball court on the roof. Very different setup, but very obviously engaged in the same work of recovering the lost tools of learning that we're all engaged in. So it was a very impressive school. And I understand that there are about 20 classical Christian schools in Brazil that are worth recommending, and others that are trying.
Great. And then for the conference, how'd the conference go? How'd the teaching go? And how did Brazilians take the post-mill talk?
Yes, it was, the language barrier made it harder for me to gauge how they were taking the talk, but they appeared to be laughing at the right places. They weren't laughing at the places where I wish they wouldn't. I wasn't making a serious point, and then everybody falls apart. So they appeared to be tracking with me. My interpreter, Tiago, was very good and appreciated his labors. And talking to the people afterwards, they were warm, effusive, very, very grateful. It was just a wonderful experience. I told the pastor of the church, we worshiped at the Reformed Baptist Church this morning, and I told him it's very obvious that they have a very healthy church. I think they've got a healthy church, healthy community, people working hard against tall odds.
And then finally, how was experiencing the culture, the people, experience Brazil as a whole?
Well, it's just been wonderful. I'd have to say that it opened my, I don't want to say opened my mind, because I've not changed any opinions, but it's broadened my vision for what I have believed all along. It was very, very edifying.
Great. Thank you so much.